Differentiation is something I've always held as something that I've done well, and hopefully I'm continuing to do well, because I have such a diverse class of abilities and needs on a yearly basis, meaning I have to be willing to change and differentiate to do what's best for my students. So I quickly learned that what works one year with, students with a reading disability or an ADHD or a 504 plan for another reason might not work the next year, and that I really have to respect that my students are individuals and have different needs and wants and goals. So how I differentiate my classroom is I differentiate classroom work, first of all. A lot of that is based on academic ability. So do my students need readers? Do my students need less work than maybe their peers so that they can be successful in that time period? So classroom work is differentiated based on academic ability, definitely. Tests are also differentiated. As I've spoken about before, I'll have a student with a 504 plan that comes up to me after his test to kind of be able to check himself and to see if he's really done his best, because he needs the act of somebody being beside him and holding him accountable for that. Or I have a student who also has a testing spot that's next to me, because that is where he does his best work. That is not where everyone does their best work, but that is what he needs. As far as independent work goes, some students are not able to be as independent, so they rely on technology that reads to them, or they rely on a special education teacher that come in and co-teaches for a little bit, because there's just some things that they are not able to do on their own. Though we do try to set it up for them to be as independent as possible, because as they go to 4th and 5th grade, it will be an expectation for them to be doing more on their own, of course still respecting their IEPs and 504 plans. As far as differentiating working with others, I'm just kind of going over social skills and social cues that not all of my students are proficient in, and being considerate of other people, and even though you might not mean something, that it could still be hurtful, and just considering other people's feelings. And then focused. I have multiple students with ADHD, and so differentiating what it is that's going to help them focus, whether that's going to be a nonverbal signal, whether that's going to be me being near them as they work things out, whether that means giving them a break when they need it so they can get that energy out, differentiating what they need to do their best and to be successful.